Out of here, we want to talk about what goes into that estimate that you have done. So, you pick up the phone or you look at Google or Facebook or however you're finding your painters or carpenters or electricians, and you call a bunch of them up. And it seems so simple, they come out and give you a price. But before all that happened for the business, what went into giving you that estimate? Well, on our end, quite a bit went into giving you that estimate, and the reason is we want to give you an educated estimate based on past jobs that we've done. We don't just come out. I'm sure some painting companies do just come out and throw prices out. What do they want to make in a day, and then here's your price. For us, we want to be able to replicate this over and over and over again and bring in new estimators and do it again. And what if I had to do every single estimate myself? We would never grow. We would never have a larger company. I'd have to do every single estimate. I would be wrapped up with doing estimates and have no time for anything else. So the way we do our estimates, we historically track the production of the painters on every job we possibly can. What does that mean? It means if you're looking in a room like here and I see 5 doors, how long did it take, painter A to paint these 5 doors, and how much paint did he use? If you track that over 5, 6, 7, 10 jobs, you're going to have a production number, an average of how long it took somebody to paint 5 doors. Is that 4 hours? Is it 5 hours? Is it 8 hours? Is it 10 hours? Whatever your average is what you're going to use when I go to Mrs. Smith's house and I see 5 doors. I know how long it takes to paint 1 door. I definitely know how long it takes to paint 5 doors. It's going to change. It's going to be different for every painter that you send out. But historically, you're going to have an average. So we have that goes into an estimate. We have overhead, the rent, the trucks, my salary, anybody in the office's salary, anything that goes into overhead, we come up with an hourly cost, and that goes into an estimate. What else goes into an estimate? The scheduling. How are we going to schedule these jobs and get them done effectively? Do we have touch-ups? Is the schedule behind? All these things go into making an estimate for you. What products are we going to use? We're constantly meeting with the vendors. The vendors want to meet with us. Here's a new paint here. How does it perform? We're doing tests. That all goes into an estimate. Our past experiences. We've had an issue on a job. How did we correct that job? How do we want to make sure that doesn't happen again? Well, we're going to sit and meet. And all that meeting time and all that experience we've gathered goes into your estimate. So I just want you guys to think, when somebody comes out and gives you a price and they're there for 15 minutes or a half an hour, a lot went into that estimate behind the scenes. After the estimate is actually completed on site, somebody has to do it, whether they gave you a price there or they have to come back to their office or do it in their truck or they have to email it out. And then all the follow-ups, the emails, the applications that we use to send your estimate out, to do follow-ups, to send you this video. This all goes into estimating for us. Now I know it doesn't happen with other painting companies because I know a lot of other painting companies. I know some who will write their estimates on a napkin and hand it to you, or an envelope and hand it to you, and that might be fine for some people, especially if you're just going job to job. But for us, we like to be a little more current with what we do. We use a lot of electronical apps and things that hopefully we bring some value to your estimate. But just wanted you to think ahead, think behind, and know what goes into an estimate when somebody comes out to give it to you. There's a lot of value in it that isn't just somebody standing in front of you giving you a price.